Now that we've explored how champagne is produced, aged, bottled, and labeled, it's time to discover something many people overlook: the hidden information printed on every champagne bottle and the different styles of champagne available around the world. If you look closely at a champagne label, you'll often notice a small abbreviation made up of just two letters. At first glance, these codes may seem unimportant, but for wine professionals, they reveal exactly who produced the champagne and how it was made. The first and most common code is NM, which stands for Negociant Manipulant. These are the famous champagne houses that purchase grapes, grape juice, or base wine from many different vineyard owners. They then carry out blending, aging, bottling, and marketing under their own prestigious brand names. Many of the world's most recognized champagne producers belong to this category. Next is CM, or Cooperative Manipulant. Here, several grape growers come together as a cooperative, combining grapes from their vineyards into one shared winery. Together they produce champagne and market it under cooperative brands, allowing smaller growers to benefit from shared expertise and facilities. Then comes ERM, which stands for Récoltant Manipulant, also known as grower champagne. Unlike the large champagne houses, these producers grow grapes in their own vineyards and create champagne almost entirely from their own harvest. The result is often a unique wine that reflects the individual character of a single vineyard or region, making grower champagnes highly appreciated by wine enthusiasts. Another category is SR, or Société de Récoltants. This represents a group of independent growers who work together to produce and market champagne while maintaining shared ownership, but without forming a formal cooperative. You'll also find RC, meaning Récoltant Coopérateur. These producers belong to a cooperative but sell the champagne under their own personal brand, combining cooperative production with individual branding. Another interesting abbreviation is MA, which stands for Marque Auxiliaire, often called a buyer's own brand. In this case, the champagne is produced by one winery but sold under the name of a supermarket, luxury hotel, retail chain, or another private company. Finally, there's ND, or Négociant Distributeur. These merchants don't produce champagne themselves. Instead, they purchase finished champagne from producers and market it under their own commercial label. Understanding these codes helps wine professionals identify the origin of the bottle and the style of production before even opening it. But champagne isn't only classified by its producer. It also comes in several fascinating styles. One of the most prestigious is vintage champagne. Unlike regular champagne, vintage champagne is made using grapes harvested from one exceptional year only. Only years with outstanding weather and excellent grape quality are selected, resulting in wines that are more complex, elegant, and capable of aging for many years. Another popular style is rosé champagne, often called pink champagne. This beautiful wine can be produced either by allowing the skins of black grapes to remain in contact with the juice for a short period or by blending a small amount of red wine into white champagne before bottling. The result is a vibrant pink color with delicate fruity aromas and a festive appearance. 3. Blanc de Blancs. The French expression Blanc de Blancs literally means white from white. This style is produced entirely from white grapes, most commonly Chardonnay. Because Chardonnay naturally possesses bright acidity and refined elegance, Blanc de Blancs champagnes are typically light, crisp, and exceptionally graceful. They often display aromas of citrus fruits, white flowers, green apples, and toasted brioche after aging. These wines are admired for their freshness and remarkable aging potential. 4. Blanc de Noirs. In contrast, Blanc de Noirs means white from black. This champagne is produced entirely from black grape varieties such as Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier. Although these grapes have dark skins, the juice inside remains colorless. The grape skins are removed immediately after pressing, preventing color extraction and allowing the wine to remain white. Blanc de Noirs champagnes usually possess fuller body, richer texture, and more powerful flavors than Blanc de Blancs, making them particularly appealing to those who enjoy structured and intense sparkling wines. 5. Crémant. Although often associated with champagne, Crémant is actually a different style of sparkling wine. Its main distinction lies in the pressure inside the bottle. Traditional champagne generally contains between 4 and 6 atmospheres of pressure, creating lively and persistent bubbles. Crémant contains significantly lower pressure, usually around 2 atmospheres. As a result, its bubbles feel softer and gentler on the palate, creating a creamy texture and delicate mouthfeel. Crémant also tends to be more affordable while still offering excellent quality. 6. Deluxe Champagne. At the pinnacle of champagne production lies the world of deluxe champagne, often referred to as prestige cuvées. These wines represent the very best produced by leading champagne houses. Only grapes from outstanding vineyards are selected, and the wines undergo extended aging before release. Many deluxe champagnes are vintage wines, Blanc de Blancs, or specially crafted prestige cuvées. These bottles symbolize luxury, craftsmanship, and celebration. Among the most famous examples is Dom Pérignon, a champagne recognized globally for its prestige, elegance, and exceptional quality. Famous champagne houses. Throughout history, several champagne producers have earned worldwide recognition for their dedication to excellence. Names such as Ayala, Bollinger, Canard Duchesne, Georges Goulet, Charles Heidsieck, Krug, Lanson, Mercier, Moet and Chandon, G. H. Mumm, Joseph Perrier, Pommery, Heidsieck Dry Monopole, and Taittinger have become synonymous with premium champagne. Each house has developed its own distinctive style through unique blending techniques, vineyard selection, and aging practices. Together, they have helped establish champagne as the world's most prestigious sparkling wine. Other methods of producing sparkling wine. While the traditional method, méthode champenoise, remains the gold standard, sparkling wines are produced around the world using several different techniques. Each method balances quality, production time, and cost differently. 1. Charmat method, tank method. The Charmat method, also called the tank method, was developed by French engineer Eugène Charmat. Instead of carrying out secondary fermentation inside individual bottles, this method performs fermentation inside large sealed stainless steel pressure tanks. Once fermentation is complete, the wine is filtered under pressure and bottled immediately. Because thousands of liters can be processed simultaneously, production becomes much faster and considerably less expensive. The method also preserves fresh fruit aromas, making it ideal for sparkling wines like Prosecco. Secondary fermentation typically takes only about 10 days, making this one of the fastest commercial sparkling wine production methods. 2. Transfer method. The transfer method begins exactly like the traditional method. Secondary fermentation takes place inside individual bottles, allowing bubbles to develop naturally. However, instead of riddling and disgorging every bottle separately, all bottles are emptied into a large pressure tank. The wine is filtered, clarified, and then rebottled under pressure. This technique preserves much of the quality associated with bottle fermentation while reducing labor costs and increasing production efficiency. 3. Direct impregnation method. The simplest and least expensive approach is the direct impregnation method. Here, no secondary fermentation occurs at all. Instead, carbon dioxide gas is injected directly into still wine under pressure, much like the carbonation process used for soft drinks. Although the resulting bubbles are generally less refined than naturally produced ones, this method allows inexpensive sparkling wines to be manufactured quickly and efficiently. Labeling rules. Why only some wines can be called champagne. The word champagne is legally protected. Only sparkling wines produced within the Champagne region of France and made according to officially recognized regulations may use the term méthode champenoise and bear the prestigious name champagne. Producers in other countries who use the same traditional bottle fermentation process must describe it using terms such as traditional method, traditional method, méthode classique, or classic method. Even if the production process is identical, wines made outside Champagne cannot legally be marketed as champagne within the European Union. This protection preserves the authenticity, reputation, and heritage of one of the world's most celebrated wines. The story of champagne is far more than the story of a sparkling drink. It is a story of tradition, craftsmanship, patience, and perfection. From dedicated vineyard growers and famous champagne houses to artisan producers and cooperative wineries, Every bottle reflects years of careful work and generations of expertise. Different styles such as vintage, rosé, blanc de blancs, blanc de noirs, crémant, and prestige cuvées demonstrate how small changes in grape selection, blending, and aging can create remarkably different expressions of the same region. Although modern techniques like the charmat, transfer, and direct impregnation methods have made sparkling wines more affordable and widely available, the traditional method remains the benchmark of excellence. Its lengthy production process, natural bottle fermentation, and meticulous attention to detail create the fine bubbles, elegant aromas, and exceptional complexity that have made champagne a global symbol of celebration. Whether enjoyed at weddings, anniversaries, victories, or life's greatest milestones, champagne continues to represent joy, achievement, and timeless sophistication. Every sparkling bubble carries with it centuries of history, innovation, and the passion of the people who dedicate their lives to crafting one of the world's finest wines. Thanks for watching with us. Please like, subscribe, and share.